Welcome back to Psychology Pub. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to get more great videos in the future. Today we're going to talk about 10 traits of a snob and how to deal with them. Do you have a snob in your life? Do you regularly run into snobs at work, out shopping, and more? If so, you're not alone. They're around everywhere. While we know a snob when we deal with one, what does it mean to be a snob? What are the traits that make a person a snob, and how should you deal with them? These are a few of the questions we'll answer in this video. But first, let's take a look at what a snob is. What is a snob? The Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary states that a snob is one who blatantly imitates, fawningly admires, or vulgarly seeks association with those regarded as social superiors. It also states that a snob is one who has an offensive air of superiority in the matter of knowledge or taste. And finally, the dictionary says a snob is one who tends to rebuff, avoid, or ignore those regarded as inferior. Wow, that sounds like a pretty toxic person. But what's an example of snobbery? The act of being a snob. Here's one example of a snob. You may know a person who treats other people as inferior because they don't have as much money as they do. That's a simple example of snobbery, though it can be much more. A snob may not even realize they're acting in this way. They may simply believe they have the tastes that are more refined than others, and more. However, this is being a snob. So, how can you tell that someone is a snob? We've gathered 10 of the most common indicators that a person is snobby. Let's get started. 10 most common traits of a snobby person. 1. They're arrogant. A snobby person believes they're an expert in all things, and they act on this belief regularly. They like to speak as if each of their words is important, and they get mad when others don't pay attention to their superior intellect. When you say something to the snob, they may accept it or reject it. It depends on whether what you say makes them look impressive or not. If not, the snobby person may become angry because you're speaking without their permission, and they require your validation of their superiority. A snobby person believes they're the most important and knowledgeable one in the room. 2. They don't accept others' choices. Snobs usually try to find a way to make the other person feel bad about themselves. This is a game they play to look and feel superior to others. For instance, if someone has less money than the snob may dismiss the person or treat them as inferior in other ways. They don't want to associate with anyone poor. They prefer the association of the rich and famous. That's a simple example, but you get the idea. Snobs try to find a way to make other people and their choices look bad compared to their own. 3. They're not kind to others. Another characteristic of the snob is that they're not kind to others. While kindness is innate or learned in others, the snob doesn't care about others who are inferior to themselves. Instead, snobs show hostility and negativity and try to lower others' self-esteem. These are the opposite behaviors of being kind. Snobs try to make others feel bad. For instance, a snob may not support another person who moves up in the company. The snob can't deal with anyone who tries to improve themselves in any way or be different. The snob wants to be superior in all parts of their life. 4. They post everything they do. Social media can be fun and interesting. However, a snob really makes themselves known on their social media platforms. These individuals like to spill everything on social media for everyone to see. After all, what happens to them is hugely important in their own eyes, and they must let everyone else know about it. A snob believes everyone wants to see what they're doing, so they post anything and everything to their feeds. Not only will you hear about their most glamorous endeavors and achievements, but you may also hear about them receiving messages from rich and famous influencers. 5. Snobs are not friendly. The trait of a snob may not come as any surprise. These people are not friendly with others. Instead of investing in true friendships, snobs usually surround themselves with other snobs. They want to be a part of an elite group of people rather than being true friends with others. It's not that snobs are bad. However, they may come across as fake or hostile. These individuals usually don't have a circle of close friends. Instead, they are associated with others who are just like them. 6. Snobs subtly insult others. When you go out with a snob, they may take you to places you don't like or can't afford. The goal of the snob is to make you feel bad. After all, you can't afford all the luxuries they can. These people want to be seen and talked about, so they prefer to head out to trendy places where others will see them. If you don't want to go along, the snob may make you feel as if you're missing out. They may also treat you like a loser for wanting to avoid heading out to trendy places with them. 7. They talk about money in a way that's harmful. Snobs have to have money. Everything in their lives revolves around money and luxury, including their clothing, the kind of car they drive, the places they go, and more. They judge the value of everything by how expensive it is. The snob's self-esteem is only based on money and how much money they have. Along with this, they worry about money constantly and brag about their belongings. That's a sorry way to live life. However, the snob's self-worth is all based on money and getting more of it. 8. Snobs are condescending to others. Another sign of a snob is that they're condescending to others. They believe they're better than others. They make people feel bad about the need to save up for trips, clothes, the latest tech, and more. For them, it's easy to go out and buy whatever they want. A snob looks down on those who don't have the same ability. 9. Snobs don't like jokes about themselves. Snobs are very proud people, and they don't take it well when others joke about them. Snobs are truly insecure individuals who don't want to be laughed at. They want to be admired and superior in everything they say and do. 10. Snobs are jealous. Snobs envy people and are jealous individuals. They try to make people fail, and if someone falls, the snob is there to make sure the person knows they're a failure. A snob may even go as far as to become jealous of someone at work who receives a promotion, rather than congratulate the person. The snob looks for ways to take them down. Snobs have very fragile egos and do what they can to always appear superior. Protect yourself from snobs. Dealing with snobs is not so easy. However, there are steps you can take to cope with these individuals. Be proud of who you are. Take a break from the snobs once in a while. Try to be sympathetic. Remember, snobs have fragile egos and not much self-esteem. Don't act snobby. It's also a good idea to avoid getting involved with snobby friends and groups. Your life will be much more pleasant. Thanks again for joining us today on Psychology Pub. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to keep getting those great videos.